G'day, Steeler Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. So it's been a bit of a weird week, a bit of an odd week. Overall, I think Steeler Nation going into the season, we were really hyped. Now, I was driving the hype train. I saw all the moves in the offseason. I saw the draft. I saw the new era with Kenny Pickett. And I'm not saying it's over just yet. I'm not saying it's over just yet. I'm just saying it feels a bit odd, indifferent, weird, however you say it, deflated. The meh emoji. I don't know. I just feel a bit like, just going. It doesn't feel like we're hyped up as much going into this game that is Steelers versus Browns, AFC North football. The standings on the line. If we win and the Bengals win, the Steelers are then number one in the AFC North, and everyone's 1-1. So hopefully around game time, I can start to prep up, get more pumped up and fire up as we go. But at the same time, I know that because when we do that as fans and we see the result we saw last week with the 30-7 loss and a really unprepared team led by Mike Tomlin, coached by Canada Austin, nothing seemed to work in that game. Where you had the 1 yard, you had the 9 carries, the 46 throws. Kenny Pickett played awful. So I understand the frustration, the annoyance, the weird week that was going into this game. But we are 2 days away from Monday Night Football, Steelers versus Browns. Now, the Browns haven't won in regular season, I think, for like 20 years. 20 years in Heinz Field. Sure, they won the playoff game where Pouncey threw the football over Ben's head, and that was their Super Bowl. The Browns have that. Now, the Browns are high on life right now. They're ready to walk into Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, whichever you call it. I still call it Heinz, by the way. Walk into Heinz Field and lay the smack down and take over and go 2-0 for like one of the first times in a very long time in their history. The Browns seem to be like turning the corner, and they are favored in this game too. They're favored by 3 or 4 points. The Steelers, we're not favored. We haven't showed anything. So I understand the frustration on one side where, you know what, you don't want to get too excited and hyped for this team. You want to wait till you see to you turn the TV on, you see the product, you see Najee get 80 yards, a TD. They use Warren, they use Freiermuth, they use Darnell Washington. The offensive line actually blocks this game, and then we start to get excited. So it's a very weird week. But I want to go over a few things as well. We talked about Matt Canada yesterday. I'm not going to talk about that too much today. But we talked about Matt Canada. This offense needs to do better. They got to score more than 7 points. You can't win any games. You can't win games scoring 7 points. You can't win 7-6. This is not a high-scoring soccer game. This is football. You need to score 21 points, 23 points to win games. Now, on the injury front, we have reported here by Jenna Hanna, Steelers' final injury report ahead of Monday Night Football. Deontay Johnson and McFarland are both out. Now, I believe that they're going to bring up Oshesky. I think he'll get brought up. I believe that Connor Hayward will play some different roles too in terms of maybe fielding the kick returns. I think they're going to have Oshesky do the punting, returning, or CA3. But by having Austin, trying to fill in for Deontay and McFarland, they're both out. Now, George Pickens too was limited today with a hamstring, but had no sign for the game just yet. And everyone who was limited earlier in this week is good to go. So that was, I think, James Daniels, Ogunjobi, guys like that who were limited. But as of right now, the report says Deontay Johnson and McFarland are out. And we saw McFarland last week. He had some good returns on the kickoff return and maybe had a chance or two to run away for 50, 60 yards or possibly even a touchdown. He played quite well on teams, and he was one of the standouts that looked like he was trying. The rest of the team just seemed unorganized. Not ready for the game, not inspired. It wasn't Steeler football, and we've seen that. It hasn't been that kind of football for many years, but I still have hope that Steelers can turn it around, right? Because I see this picture and I'm like, oh my goodness. If this bloke can call a good game, he can run the football, hand the football to Najee, and actually move the football forward and first down and just get some yards. Like, just move the football forward, then we have a chance, I believe. We can do play action pass with Kenny Pickett, but I understand everyone's frustration. I'll be doing a video tomorrow with the Arsenal DB. We're talking about if the Browns win tomorrow or Monday Night Football, is that the end of the world? will the world explode? It kind of feels like that. This might be one of the oddest times, or maybe one of the oddest games where we were so excited, and some people still are. And you guys, either way you play it. If you want to be excited, fine. If you don't, you don't. But either way you play it, we were so excited, and then instantaneously, deflate gate went right down. So, and it's partly to do with Matt Canada. It's partly to do with Tomlin coaching. I still believe in Tomlin. I still think Tomlin can turn it around. It's partly to do with the whole team was just not ready in playing Steelers football. We didn't see that, but you're only as good as your last game. So if the Steelers can go out there Monday Night Football and play some good Steelers football where we run the rock, where we pass to George Pickens, we get open receivers, we make some big tackles, we get turnovers, and we start to put points on the board and take over that is Heinz Field and turn up in the black and gold, then I believe this team can turn around. But as they shown last week, they got a long way to go. They have a long way to go. They're going to be missing Deontay Johnson for 4 or 5 weeks. Cameron Hayward is out for like 8 weeks. They have a tough task to get back to even 500 or even above 500, right? They have a very tough task to do that. But I still believe they can do it. It's just they got to find their way. They got to find their own way in this game and in the season and find their identity of who they are. Do they want to be a running team? Do they want to be a smash mouth, hand off to Najee 25 times and get Warren involved too, and also, mix in Connor Hayward? Or do they want to be a passing team with Kenny Pickett? You need to find your identity. The Steelers have not done that. The hype in the preseason is over, and now it's time to build on that Steeler journey. But I tell you what, I'm not going away. I'll be here pretty much every single day doing football videos, Steeler live streams, and also live streaming the game too on Monday Night Football. That's it, guys, for today. I'll see you later on. I know it's college football as well, so you guys are enjoying that. It does, but to end, it does feel odd. It feels very odd. I just hope the Steelers can turn up and we play competitively and they just play some good football that we can enjoy. If you lose, you lose, but at least play some good football that we can enjoy. That's the worst part. It was super hard to enjoy last week's game because they got thrashed and nobody was turning up and nothing went our way. It was just every play was going in 49ers' favor. They took over Heinz Field and you couldn't enjoy that game. If you lose this game versus the Browns, at least show up and at least be competitive. All right, guys, I'll see you later.